Hello everyone. Today, I'll be discussing how to add multiple organizations created on the Oracle blockchain platform to the Xooa platform. After this, I'll demonstrate the deployment of a Xooa managed app on top of this network. Finally, I'll exhibit how to configure endorsement policies from within the Xooa platform itself. The prerequisites for this tutorial are to have multiple instances and organizations created on the Oracle blockchain platform, which we will do in a few separate steps. First, we will download the necessary configuration files. Second, we will add the network to the Xooa platform by importing those files. Third, we will deploy a voting app to the newly created network. And lastly, we will see how to modify the endorsement policy and verify the same on the Oracle platform. Let's dive in. To begin integrating your Oracle blockchain network with Xooa, you'll need to download the proper files from the Oracle blockchain platform. As you can see here, I've already created an Oracle blockchain network with 3 orderers and 2 peers available. To proceed, we'll need to download the admin credentials. So we'll go to the network tab, and from our available organization, we'll select export admin credentials. Following this step, we'll go to the developer tools tab and select application development, where we can download the development package at the bottom of the page. We'll then go to the Xooa console. Once on the console, we'll access the Networks tab at the top. Select Import, then click on Oracle Blockchain Development Package. The page will prompt you to upload the development package zip file, so we'll upload the zip file that was just downloaded. We'll enter the enrollment ID and secret we used on our Oracle blockchain network. Then we'll need to upload the private key and signed certificate from that network. These I'll drag into this field now. After this, we'll type in the IDCS host, client ID, and client secret, each of which can be found when you register your client application with the Oracle Cloud Identity Service. If you're not sure how to do this, you can click on this link at the bottom for guidance, which will bring up this web page. Once you've followed each of these steps, you will be provided with the client ID and client secret. Once each of these fields is filled in, click on Done. Now we'll need to offer a network name that will be used to store this network on the Xooa console. We'll then type in the channel ID that was used during the creation of our Oracle network. We can see that below, the orders, organizations, CA servers, and peers have all been auto-populated using the files that we uploaded from Oracle. Finally, click on Save. Once this network is saved, the network will be tested against the URL that has been provided. As we can see, the network has been successfully added. We will subsequently add a sample voting app on top of this network, so select the voting card. Click on Deploy New. Let's deploy an election app for the sake of this demo. I'll build an election around the 2020 US presidential election, so I'll input the election title and add the candidates, candidate 1 and candidate 2. We'll select the Oracle multi-org network that we just created for this smart contract and click Create. As it's deploying, we'll copy this API token. And after some time, we can see that the app has been successfully deployed. If we go to the Details tab, we can check the network. Returning to the Embed tab, we'll cast our vote by pasting the API token in this field and clicking on Next to see the options. I'll vote for candidate 1 and click on Vote, and our vote has been registered and recorded to the blockchain. We'll look at this a little bit later. For now, let's look into how to modify the endorsement policies and verify if they have in fact been changed or not. Go to the Manage tab. Here, we can add an endorsement policy by clicking Add New. I'll name this policy Oracle Test Policy. Then select Add Principal. Here, we will create an AND policy between org1 and org2, so I'll make sure both are selected. Then select Save and Apply. Once we apply a new endorsement policy, the app will automatically upgrade. After upgrading, let's go to the Details tab and check the chain code ID. Remember this for the next steps. We'll now go into the Oracle blockchain platform and go into the blockchain console for org2. Go to the Channels tab, click on our channel name, then select Instantiated Chain Code. Here is our chain code, and here we can view our endorsement policy. Here we can see that there is an AND policy between org1 and org2. Therefore, we've successfully created an endorsement policy through Xooa's UI. Now, let's create a new identity and cast our vote. We'll go to the Identities tab and select Add New. I'll name this identity Sample ID, give it read and write access, then click Create. I'll copy the API token and go to the Embed tab. I'll paste the API token in this field, then select Next. This identity will vote for candidate 1. And the vote has been successfully registered. Let's now verify if this transaction has been endorsed by both of the organizations. So let's go to the Oracle blockchain platform. We'll select Blockchain Console for Organization 2, then click on Channels and select our channel. Here we have all of the blocks. So let's check the latest block to see the transaction we just recorded. We can see that this transaction has been endorsed by org2 peer 0, org2 peer 1, org1 peer 0, and org1 peer 1. Therefore, this transaction has been endorsed by both organizations. Similarly, we can check this from the Xooa platform as well. We'll return to the Xooa platform and click on the Ledger tab. We can select the My Oracle Multi-Org Network Ledger, then go to Transactions and check our last transaction. As we can see in the endorser field, this transaction has been endorsed by both org2 and org1. Finally, let's check the results of the vote. We'll select the API tab, enter our API token, select Authorize API, and click on Get Tally. I'll click Try it out, then Execute. And as you can see, here's the final tally for the vote. That covers pretty much everything for this. So thank you so much for tuning in and have a fantastic day.